All right, everybody, welcome back to the TV show. I am Brian Lee Durfee, author of The Forgetting Moon and The Blackest Heart, both books published by Simon & Schuster's Saga Press. Today, I'm going to be reviewing The Venetian Betrayal by Steve Berry, book number 3 in his Cotton Malone thriller series. This book came out in 2007. I've got the entire Cotton Malone thriller series over here up on the shelf. I will take the camera over there and show it to you right there. There's a bunch of books in the series, and we are reading them all for the channel in order of publication. So we're to number 3. This book came out, I think I told you already, in 2007. Let's talk about the cover first, because you know I love graphic design and cover artwork. And I think that all of the Steve Berry books have just, you know, your typical grand thriller look to it, you know, nice bold font for the author and the title, and then a stylized photoshopped photo of, I think that's Venice, probably. Well, it's the Venetian Betrayal. Of course it's Venice. It's a cool cover. I like it. And they all look really sharp. All the Steve Berry covers have always looked sharp. Thumbs up to the publisher for not fucking that up. All right, Cotton Malone. He's our hero. He investigates. He's an international spy type of a guy. An international guy like a Robert Langdon from the Da Vinci Code. A lot of weird stuff in the world's happening, and he's got to solve it before that weird stuff destroys our entire planet and ruins every government and makes everyone's life miserable. He's got a big job in every book. You know, since he does a lot more for the planet than I ever have done. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, so he starts in Copenhagen. He owns a bookstore in Copenhagen. That's kind of what he does on his relaxing days when he's not saving the world. Anyway, he's in a museum. The museum catches fire. His friend Cassiopeia Witt, who is a running character throughout this series, she is there to help save him. They bust out of this building that's on fire. It turns out that a lot of museums are getting burnt down around Europe and places. And what's going on? How do we figure this out? Well, the fire... Well, okay, so let's back up into history. The Byzantine area. You know, when the Byzantines versus the Muslims back in the day. I mean, a long time ago. We're talking about pre-Christ, I think. They were in war with each other. And there was this thing called Greek fire that was used in a lot of these battles. It's a secret formula. We still haven't figured it out this day. One of the things I will say is Steve Berry does a good job in his notes at the end of these books. He's got about 3 or 4 or 5 pages of notes at the end where all of the kind of the historical things that he mentions in the books, he lets you know if that's accurate, where he researched it from, if he kind of made some of it up. The Greek fire, turns out, is a real thing that was used in the battle, and it's a secret formula, and we still don't know what it is. But it's just, if you've watched Game of Thrones, I think you can kind of figure it out. You know when Tyrion Lannister used the green, gooey liquid that was flammable to destroy the his father's, Stannis Baratheon's fleet that was trying to invade King's Landing. God, that was a lot of shit to remember just about Game of Thrones. And then also Cersei Lannister used the same sort of green fire when she blew up the Sept of Baelor when Marjorie Tyrell was going to get released from prison. This is stuff is... that was all from that part was from the the TV show, not the books. But anyway, if you watch Game of Thrones, you know the little green fire I'm talking about. Whoosh. If a fire broke out in here, whoosh, we'd know it was the green fire. Or, as George R.R. Martin took it from actual, real history, Greek fire, as it was called. Anyway, this is the danger we're facing in the world. And Cotton Malone has to save us. And this strong, strong cast of characters. We've got, this book just, not only are we dealing with that kind of secretive, ancient stuff that can destroy us, we've got great characters. You know, we've got strong characters like the clever Vatican priest, the rich mysterious Dane, the and just some women, some just strong and forceful independent women that want to take over the world, and deadly viruses. I mean, it's just jam packed full of stuff. And going back to the Vatican priest, so well, anyway, I don't want to spoil anything. Let's just say there's a map on page 33. If I can take my glasses off and figure out where page 33 is. I should have marked it. Okay, so there's a map here which is kind of cool. It's about a place called the Central Asian Federation. Now this is a place that it includes Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Takistan, and Kyrgyzstan. Man, I didn't even know there was a place Kyrgyzstan. I'm going to have to Google Kyrgyzstan and see what's going on there. But I've heard of all the other ones. But the people, there's an evil person that wants to take this Asian Federation and make it the dominant power in the world. It's just kind of a cool, it's like a mishmash of a lot of cool things wrapped up in a great spy thriller with all of the spy thriller trappings, you know, the globe-trotting spies going to exotic places, looking and searching for crazy Da Vinci Code-esque mysteries so they can save the world from Greek fire, and it's just dynamite. I love the Cotton Malone mysteries. Just everything you want in a good book. So I will give this a good 9 out of 10. I absolutely loved it. And I can't wait to read the next one in the series and see where we go from here.